Hello friend, welcome back to Bharatiya Views channel. The title of this video is The Nation is Bigger Than the Political System. Now it's from India Today Conclave of 2013. So it's an old video. It's a talk, or rather it's an explanation by Dr. APJ Kalam or Abdul Kalam ji. He was a very popular president of India. There would be hardly any Indian who would not be aware of him. And he was loved by one and all. And he was also called the People's President. Now, a lot of books have been written about him. I'm sure everybody would be knowing some aspect of his life or his talk. His talks are always very beautiful. It's full of wisdom, effective in its very simplicity. In the sense, his words are very effective, although the words he uses are very simplistic. And his manner is very mild. He comes across as a very genuine person, as a person who is full of compassion for his fellow beings. And there are wonderful anecdotes given by a lot of people who had been associated with him when he was alive. Unfortunately, he is not there with us, but his words, some of the talks which he had given, replies which he had given, they still remain with us. So this is one of Abdul Kalam ji's explanations. The nation is bigger than the political system. So let's watch it. I haven't watched it before. It's the first time I'll be watching it.
Friends, I can take some
it's a question and answer. Okay.
Anyway.
Kalam has rendered me useless. Thank you, sir, for a very thought-provoking talk. May I ask you the first question, sir? Sir, you've seen Indian politics at very close quarters. You've seen Indian politicians at very close quarters. You're a scientist. You believe in numbers. How would you rate Indian democracy on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, it's a good question. Good question. I personally believe, you see, when I see from 1947 to 2013, we had a constitution. The constitution is a mover, is a dynamic step for keeping the democracy on. I felt, in spite of all the problems we had regularly, we had the election.
Yeah.
Electing the leaders. One trouble with us is, when you are electing the leaders, we have to elect leaders who can work with integrity.
That's right.
And succeed with integrity. Okay, that we have to add that one. So answer to your question, I will put 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Okay.
That's not very good.
Well, pass mark.
Pass mark, he says.
Okay.
Yeah? Pass mark.
Okay, sir. Anyone?
Anyone.
Yes, madam. Get up.
Sir.
Get up.
Javed.
Is there any one leader, if you had the final choice, who would you choose? Is there any one leader who you think fulfills all those criteria?
You are great, sir. You know, I worked with 2 prime ministers, okay? When I was a president, I had to work with Vajpayee ji and Manmohan Singh ji. Vajpayee ji, I have seen with him, half I worked, 50% with him in 5 years, 50% with Manmohan Singh ji. Now, Manmohan Singh is an expert in the field, in the finance. No doubt he is an expert in the field. So I value his judgment on the economy and all, and his suggestion to various issues, and that respect I have got for him. Whereas Vajpayee ji takes fast decisions, okay? Fast decisions. So this my mind says, these are 2 different. So I hope both are complementary. Okay, sir. Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Yes, go ahead.
Get a mic.
Mic, rush mic.
Sir, you gave an absolutely beautiful description of what a leader ought to be. But do you think without really bringing about a change in the education system, we can create such leaders? Because the system itself
It's a very good question. You see, education, madam, 3 components. Primary education, secondary education, higher education. I don't have much comment on secondary education and higher education. Both are going somewhat good. But my comment is on the primary education. Up to age 15, children, we need creative teachers. Children need creative syllabus. Children need creative classroom. All the three are missing. So we have to make a lot of reform in the primary education. Okay?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
As you rightly said, democracy reinventing is like reinventing a wheel. Actually, it's actually the political
Well, keep
system.
this like this, sir.
It is actually the political system which should take a change. Now, to create leaders, how do we get these leaders actually? Is there any structural changes which political parties should do in order to groom, create leaders at the grassroots level so that they take up positions later on
Yeah, good
and
question, yeah.
make the change happen?
See, I have seen political leaders, some political leaders in India, they can spot, for me, I was spotted by Professor Vikram Sarabhai because I was not highly qualified.
The way he says spot.
But I was working hard.
Spot.
I was acquiring the knowledge. At that time, when he spotted me as a young scientist, then he gave the full responsibility to grow. Not only he selected me when I am in the lower bottom, but he gave me a responsibility to grow and ensure that I succeed. If I fail, he was by my side. Okay. The greatest quality of a leader, whether political or scientist or technology or industry, when the success comes, the industry or the leader give the success to his team. When the failure comes, the leader absorbs the failure. This is the greatest quality in politics you need. Okay. That is, this I have witnessed actually in my life. I have witnessed when I failed in SLV3, that is first launch of SLV3, putting the satellite in the orbit. It went to Bay of Bengal. It failed. On that day, the Professor Satish Dhawan, he took a press conference, national, international press conference. There, he announced that we failed today. Definitely in a year time we'll succeed. I was the project director. I am the mission director. He is taking the responsibility of failure, chairman of the ISRO. Next time when succeeded, he asked me to you go and conduct a press conference. Do you follow? That means when the success comes, he gives to his people. When the failure comes, the leader absorbs. This is the quality, including media it is needed. Everywhere it is needed.
I'm afraid we have to end on that very wise note, sir.
But don't worry, if my mail is apj@abdulkalam.com. Send a mail, 24 hours you get a reply. apj@abdulkalam.com. Okay? Send a mail. This talk what I given, is my website www.abdulkalam.com. It is in the website www.abdulkalam.com. Any question you send me. Wish you all the best. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much.
So there we have it. It was a question and answer session, basically about the kind of leaders we have at present in the nation. And this is from 2013. 11 years have passed. Actually, nothing much has changed in decades. The kind of leaders which a nation requires, political leaders, is very difficult to find. And like he says, they have to be spotted and then nurtured. And he explained the kind of qualities which political leaders should have. And then when that one lady, she asked a question about education. So he explained that basically he is concerned about the primary education of a child. Secondary and higher education comes later, but it is when the child is very young, that is the time when the child can be groomed or the child's focus can be put to good use. It was such a wonderful question and answer session. He has so much of words of wisdom, and the way he talked about his own boss, Mr. Satish Dhawanji, how when Abdul Kalamji's rocket mission failed, he took the blame, or he took the responsibility for that failure. But when other missions were successful, he told Kalamji to step up and address the people and accept the responsibility for the success. So that is one of the good traits which a real leader should possess in whichever field, whether it's politics or whether it is science and technology, whether it is business or whether it is your boss in a company. These are the kind of leadership qualities which Kalamji has explained to us. I totally agree with him. I found this talk to be very revealing and wonderful. The way he spoke, slow yet effective, simple but straight to the heart, from the heart to the heart. He was such a wonderful man. I don't think anybody would have hated him. Anyway, so that's it for this video. Hope to see you in the next one. Until then, keep smiling. Jai Hind, Bharat Mata ki Jai, Vande Mataram.